Hello and welcome to the space between ideas. I'm Blaine Gates. Oh, I just noticed. I forgot to change. Okay. Anyways, so this is a different ensemble, and yeah. So today, oh man, I think I'm going a little bit kooky with the springtime, because I thought that the day before yesterday was day number 85, but then it turned out it was actually day number 83, and then I said it was day number 83, and then yesterday I thought that the day before yesterday was day number 85, but it turned out that actually it was day 83, and so yesterday I said it was day 86, but actually yesterday was day 84, and today is day 85. Say that 5 times fast. So I think today's day 85, and honestly, I just don't know anymore. What does it mean? We got 16 days of this, basically like a little more than 2 weeks to go. Wow, 2 weeks to go. And as you can tell from this experience, I'm a little bit fritzy at the end of this, getting a little frizzy at the end of this. And we still got a few more themes to go. 101 themes. The next one is coming to you right now. So the next theme is called reputations. Reputations. Like, what does it mean to have? I mean, yesterday we were talking about entities meeting desires for involvement, and after I had this big, long, 15-minute talk to you guys about this idea of entities, it's like, wait a minute, like, why is entities? Why is this a resource? Because I mean, skills is obvious, right? You need skills to perform work, and if you don't have skills, then you don't have that resource. For example, if you're a salesperson, then you have some existing sales practices, and those sales practices are a resource. The way that you do sales is a resource, the methods that you use, right? And then also the skills of all the other departments in your company. These are all skills that are supporting, they're resources that are supporting your business. And then, like specifically in that example where you're hiring a new salesperson, your training program is a resource. You're going to train that person. And then, if you go into data as well, I mean, data is also a resource. For example, for a salesperson, leads, right? Leads, potential sales. That's that kind of data, the ability to use that information and turn those leads into sales. That's a resource. Your intelligence regarding the marketplace and customers, that kind of data is a resource. You need to constantly be developing skills, constantly be developing data. So, all right, so then it's like entities. I mean, if you look at this question in terms of hiring a salesperson, because in the book Create Crucial Insight by Thomas Buckles, it says customers that might want to make new purchases. So that means like having a salesperson, having enough salespeople in your company to meet desires for involvement. So businesses, they want to do business with you. They want to buy your product, but you don't have enough salespeople to sell the product, or the product is not available in stores, or you do not have an online store, or you don't have like a customer service line, or you don't have support staff, you don't have enough colleagues, you don't have information systems, right? So you don't have all the systems which are necessary in order to meet the desired level of involvement of people. Now, at the time, I was kind of taking it from a different perspective. I was saying, like, being able to develop your business so that you can get people involved would be like a really good thing. And I was also talking about, like, maybe sometimes you shouldn't accept certain people into your business because, for whatever reason that is. But from the book's perspective, now that I look at it from a second day in a row, I can see that it's like talking about, like, it's talking about people in terms of, if people if people were infrastructure, making sure you have enough people so that as other entities want to get involved with your company, that your company will be able to meet those needs for involvement. But then all of a sudden we go to reputation. Day number 85, reputation. It says motivate constituents. All right, so if we look into the hire a salesperson example, it says reputations of the organization, its products and services, and its sales practices. All right, so like if there is some kind of expectation, right? So people know that if they do business with you, that you have some kind of reputation. You have some kind of reputation. They know they can relatively be assured that the of the product or service that you are giving to them. They can trust it. Also, after service, right? So, or customer service, or the brand in general, like all of these things, the trust and reputation that you build in the market eventually becomes a resource because it influences the way people think. Like if you create an advertisement and you're able to influence 10% of the market with one advertisement, but then like 5 years down the road, you have developed a certain type of reputation, then possibly an advertisement which you create in the future could maybe turn twice as many people, maybe 20% of the market will be like, wait a minute, I really like that company, and now they have this new product, and I trust them, and I think that I would really like to get involved with this new product. All right, so reputation is a is a is a resource. All right, so let's look at my resources. So like I've been teaching and I've been trying to create these videos for 101 days. And even when I had food poisoning, I was still like, hey guys, look, I'm dying. Because I'm trying to create a reputation. I'm trying to prove that even when I'm on death's bed, I will still show up. Even if I'm only there for 2 seconds, just to tell everyone, hey guys, I have food poisoning. My physical body is not functioning properly. But hey, here I am. I'm trying to create that reputation that I'm always going to be. I'm always going to be there. Like there's never going to be a time where you're sitting at the other end of a Skype call or a Zoom call or whatever call it is, and you're like, where is he? Like, why isn't he here? Now everyone knows that even if I have food poisoning, like, unless I'm in the hospital, like, even if I'm in the hospital, I'm going to try to find some way to let you know that there's a problem. Actually, I did have a problem once. So there was one time I had one call where, what happened exactly? I was uploading a video to YouTube, and this is one of my early videos. And I didn't really realize the influence that the YouTube video would have on my Wi-Fi connection. And I wasn't able to connect to Wi-Fi, so I was trying to connect to my hotspot. And like literally I just couldn't like connect to the Zoom call. And also I couldn't connect to any of the websites or anything. I couldn't send messages. Nothing was working. And it was like 15 minutes, like literally 15 minutes where I was just trying everything possible. And finally I figured out that you can like force stop the upload and force stop the app. But it took me literally 15 minutes to figure that out. Then I sent the guy a message and said, yeah, well, I'm really sorry. This is what happened. And then he canceled the lessons after that. So that's one reason why you should keep your reputation intact as long as well, and keep it running as well as possible. Because, I mean, in that particular case, I don't know. He was a nice guy. He was an interesting. He didn't have the most interesting project. He worked at an airport. He was like a mechanic. So I didn't really see like the benefit of working with him because like he wasn't really doing anything particularly creative. He wasn't dealing with clients. He wasn't managing a team. He just was like a mechanic. So I didn't really get it anyways. But yeah, that's what. But it was kind of the end of the road anyways. But that's what happens when you don't show up for 15 minutes. So what can you do? So it says in the book, it says reputations might depend on pairs of entities, with one entity having an opinion about the other entity. Examples of reputations might include ethical, trustworthy, visionary, deliberate, supportive, aggressive, and so forth. So it doesn't matter what you do, you are building a reputation. And so the main point about reputation is just stay consistent, because, you know, you choose what you want your reputation to be and then live that reputation. So I guess this is the day where I decide to wear a hat and a shirt, where I have a reputation of wearing a white shirt. What's going on? This is Space Between Ideas. I'm Blaine Gates.